Hello everyone, welcome to the Iowa Speedway here in Newton, Iowa for the running of the Toyota Owners 200. On the pole for the fifth time this season is Colton Lane, the Vornado Pontiac for Mid-South Automotive. He is 10 points behind points leader Logan Cloud. He starts deeper in the field, we'll talk about him later. Third, fourth, and fifth in the point standings there. Roger Ray, Austin Johnson, Larry Hagan, they start third, fourth, and fifth. Respectively, they are 34, 38, and 41 points behind Logan Cloud. Some of these guys up here, though, they're looking to upset this championship fight. Notably, Max Anderson there in the number 53, Safelite Autoglass Ford Fusion for Zachary Racing. James Ellison won in that car last time out at Talladega. Max, he's proven very strong at these short tracks. We'll have to see how he does today. We mentioned third, fourth, and fifth. Roger Ray, Austin Johnson, and Larry Hagan. They are all third, fourth, and fifth on the grid. But it's Ray's teammate, Season 1 champion, and approaching his 100th start in the NSDCA. Peter Ronjak, who's starting P6. Seventh, Eric Monaco there for Smart Motorsports. He's on a recent tear, a top 5 and a top 10 the last 2 races. He's up to 13th in the point standings. P7 in the standings is Stephen Wallace Jr. He's still mathematically eligible for the championship, 53 points out. Only one behind 6th, Luke Rainey, who is 52 back. They're going to need a lot of help if they want to stay in this fight. Austin Delgado, a big shocker on there in P9 for Kamikaze Racing. And Antoine Smith, who just got beat out at Talladega, starting 10th. Cordell Smith right behind Austin Delgado. Those two are the only drivers who have made every race this season who have not scored a top 10. Matthew Brown starting there in 12th. He's fallen down the order consistently this season, looking to turn that around today. And like we mentioned, Logan Cloud starting deeper there. He is in 13th. John Dilks up in 14th. Those two are rivals. Hopefully they can keep it clean today. Casey Mears, Season 1 winner here, Diego Yepes. And there is championship contender Luke Rainey starting P17. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get these engines fired up for 50 laps of action in the Toyota Owners 200.
Drivers, start your engines!
Everyone here in the 35 car field should be roaring to life. Like that is what we are getting. 50 laps of action here today. Let's talk about a little bit of a storyline coming in today. Taking a look there at that number 2 team, Rockstar Energy Racing, owned by Truck Series driver Sebastian Couplin. They are suffering a lot of financial issues recently, and been some rumors that after Iowa we will see some changes in their lineup, in their business model to hopefully keep them afloat for next season. They've been a staple of the league since Season 2. Couplin almost won the championship for that team. It'd be a shame if they went for being a moderately successful team, but they're going to do everything in their power to keep themselves alive. But Colton Lane on the pole once again. Will he drive away from the field, or will Max Anderson use a weaker outside line to his advantage? Probably not, though. We're green flag racing here at Iowa. Lane throws it into turn 1 and 2. Maybe just a little bit too deep. He gets up the track. Roger Ray's going to get to the inside of number 40. Side by side throughout this field. It's still early on, though. Roger Ray moving his way to the bottom of the United Reynolds 40, taking the lead away from Colton Lane. Now, the other blue cars there on the bottom. Larry Hagan, Eric Monaco, what can they do? Lane's going to shuffle in the second. Max Anderson trying to keep it as low as he can. That's not going to help him any. That outside line, even with more cars, is still too weak. Hagan to the inside. Lane's got to get down now. He won't. He sends it in through turns 3 and 4. Way too high. He might get into the wall off the corner. He does not. He will, though, through the tri-oval. And now Larry Hagan looking to his inside for second. He sails it in onto the corner, and he should take the spot away. Eric Monaco trying to keep his good performances alive. He sits P5, but it's another championship contender, Austin Johnson, now looking to cross him over through 3 and 4. Can't quite get there, but he will off the corner as Monaco really slides up. Here comes Colton Lane back for second on Larry Hagan. These two rivals this season nearly getting into one another. That's going to push Larry up the track, and Max Anderson back to the inside of the 28. A lot of shuffling, a lot of racing. It's all happening behind Roger Ray so far. He's got about a half-second lead early here at Iowa. Now, Lane's teammate Austin Johnson, winless this season, trying to break that today. He's to the inside of Hagan. He takes E4. But speaking of winless, that would be the 40 Roger Ray. Anjado hasn't won in the MDCS this season. They're looking to change that today. Further back on the field, we'll look at that here. Oh, Anderson all over the back bumper of Lane there for second as Roger Ray way up the hill. That could be his race lead gone away. He was so far up the hill on the track. He's up the hill again. He's nearly into the wall through 1 and 2. I don't think that line is strong at all, and he's lost almost his entire lead as Anderson on the attack at Lane once again. Into 3 and 4. He can't quite get there, but Lane moves up the track in response, opens the door for Anderson. Couple bad laps out of Roger Ray. That shows his lead is absolutely gone at this point. He's going to go up the hill once again. These guys still searching for grip here early. Looking further on back through the grid, though. Gatlin Downey, he started last. He's still there fighting Jesse Turner. Matthew Brown, he's got some side damage. He's fallen through the order. Jacob Rose making up ground on the bottom. There's Alex Fletcher. 3x3 back here. Look out. Cordell Smith into the wall as well as Austin Delgado. These guys very tight racing here. Back here. Premium Exchange stuck in the middle. Can't get underneath. Can't get to the inside of Bobo Jones. They are wiggling back here. It looks like everybody keeping it clean so far. Get this racing though. Logan Cloud still trying to stay in the top 10. Luke Rainey up here as well as Anjek goes up the track this time. He gets a piece of the wall in his hefty Dodge Charger. Back up to the front. Taking a look at what's happening up here. Roger Ray gaining some lead back. Max Anderson under pressure from Austin Johnson as Lane has slipped down to 4th. Hagan wide back here at that breakaway, but it is 2x2 back here. Riley Spurley, too, running very well for a short track. He's up here as Anjek into the wall once again. That's going to hold up points leader Logan Cloud. And Anjek riding the wall down into turn 1. Not what he wants to do, the former champion. Not had a champion-like season. He's still P10 in the points, but 79 back from the driver of the 79, Logan Cloud. As Cloud gets to the inside of Spurley Tube there. Yep, as Season 1 winner here, fighting up here as well. Further up to the grid. Look at this. Big train behind Max Anderson for Johnson, Lane, and Monaco. Barry Hagan falling back, possibly into the clutches of Stephen Wallace Jr. Some of these guys have poor runs today. That might be their championship bid over as Anderson goes wide. The 53 would be only fighting for the Owners' Points Championship, but they are likely too far back for even that. Now it's Austin Johnson to his inside, but Anderson gets a big run because the caution is out. Everybody falling in a line. What's happened? Patrick Smith is destroyed. Oh my, that 35 torn up. He's coming back out onto the track for some reason. Matthew Brown torn up as well. Alex Fletcher, if he had any hope of winning the championship, that is done. That 48 heavy damage. We have seen a nasty accident. Vince Freeze is blowing up. Yamakaze as well. This is a massive accident down here in turn 3. Jacob Rose as well. He's got damage. He's coming into pit road. Matt Sladek there. We've seen a massive accident here at Iowa. Let's get some replays of this one. Under caution, Roger Ray leads lap 13. Not the best angle, but a wide angle to see everything first. John Dilks, Casey Mears, Patrick Smith, they all connect off of turn 2. Smith is going to go around in front of the field, sliding down the entire second half of the back straightaway, and this whole cluster of cars have nowhere to go because Smith is going to slide up, clip Vince Freeze, go backwards into Alex Fletcher's path. Rose kicks him up across the track into Brown and Sladek and Yamakaze up there as well. A lot of guys are going to see their days ended from this wreck, but everybody drove it back, so they will be okay after a trip to the infield care center. Taking a look at this accident in real time, John Dilks was all over the back bumper of the Casey Mears as they both slid up the hill. They just run out of real estate and come down there into the 35. Like we said, slides across the track. Freeze clips him. Fletcher pounds him. And Brown gets into Fletcher there as well as they all slide up the hill. But it's both SBR cars getting involved. The only GDI and BGM car as well. And the only North Boulder Motorsports entry to the 92. They are all torn up in this one. Patrick Smith fell out of Talladega in the big one, and he gets caught up here in the big one at Iowa. Oh, blindsided. He had no clue that those two were going to get together. Man, sent around multiple times there. Man, Gatlin Downey was very lucky in the 26, who started last, to make it through all that chaos. But rough days, especially for Fletcher and Brown. Matthew Brown had fallen back on the high side, and the tractor supply on board sees his view of the accident. Oh, nowhere to go with the 48 sliding up, and then the 83 and the 0 pile driving in behind them. But after a little bit of cleanup, we'll get back to the action of the Toyota Owners 200. Lights are out on the pace car here. Lap 15 of 50 in Toyota Owners 200, the penultimate race of season number 5 for the Mountain Dew Custom Series drivers. It was Roger Ray pulling away after taking the lead. He's been able to hold it so far after challenges from Max Anderson, Austin Johnson, and Colton Lane. Eric Monaco rounds out the top 5 with Larry Hagan, Stephen Wallace Jr., Antoine Smith, Luke Rainey, and William Duncan rounding out your top 10. Points leader Logan Cloud there in 11th. Taking a look, some of the more damaged cars back here are going to be the number 45 and the 0, with everybody else involved in that falling out of the race, that being Vince Freeze, Alex Fletcher, Matthew Brown, Patrick Smith, and Mikey Yamakaze taking last place. Pace car is down, still a lot of racing left to go. Who gets a good restart and who is able to capitalize on that bottom line? Here we go, back green at Iowa. Like patient out of the top 5, but Larry Hagan not patient back there. He's trying to take 5th away from Monaco. He will, as Lane racy on his teammate Austin Johnson there, but Anderson keeping the pressure hot on Roger Ray for the lead. Down into turn 1, Monaco falling back as Roger Ray looked to slip up the track a little bit, searching for grip, searching for a groove. I don't know if you can find that on the outside. Larry Hagan's got issues. He's onto the bottom of the racetrack. He's got engine damage. Not too much, but I don't know if that'll be a total failure or not. But it is engine damage for that 28 team. Heartbreak for Larry Hagan. That is his championship over. He won't win it for the injured Jake Galloway as Antoine Smith gets into the wall nearly 4 wide into the corner. That would have been very bad if Alex Peters really sent it in. He still did, but they kept it 3 wide. But that is going to split the top 5 from the rest of the field. Colton Lane underneath Austin Johnson for second. Johnson way up the racetrack. He's into the wall. Max Sanderson into the wall as well as the 53. And they are absolutely slip-sliding around back here in the pack. Stephen Wallace Jr. way up the hill again. Oh my goodness, how did he keep it off the wall? I don't know, but that 98 has a bunch of side damage already. Probably gotten into the wall off 4 as the skid marks fade away through 3 and 4. Is Larry Hagan out? No, he is still sitting on pit road. Now we got a fight for the lead. Colt Lane attacking Roger Ray. Can't quite do it. Ray slams the door through turn 1. Lane all over the back of him. They're both racing for a championship. They know with Logan Cloud back there in 6th, they both need these points desperately. Lane all over the back bumper. Can't find a way around the 40, making his bumper as wide as the track, renting the entire track surface into turn 1. Is there anything? Lane throws in a little bit too hard, has to slide up a little bit. Now he'll have Eric Monaco hot on his tail. Monaco has gotten past the 9 car. The field finally spreading out. Anderson hit the wall. He's in no man's land. What are they doing back here? William Duncan getting very aggressive. Nearly turned to the outside wall by Logan Cloud. Cloud's going to get the wall. Not too hard, though. That could have been very bad for the entire field. Cloud's going to lose a spot to his employee, Stephen Wallace Jr. That could have been disastrous for Logan Cloud's championship choice. Championship hopes, though. 3 wide back there with Casey Mears and John Dokes again. They are roughing Logan Cloud up today. What is with this field? Because now it's Alex Peters getting into the side of the 79. Cloud hits the wall again off the corner as it was close for the lead by at the line, side by side. Colton Lane's going to take it with Roger Ray running it wide. That just shows how the inside line is so much better than the outside. But we're going to have lap traffic. Larry Hagan has gotten back onto the field. No other issues since then. Lane trying to drive away. He'll have to deal with Hagan, though, as we are just 2 laps away from the halfway point. Ray looking to take it back. Hagan being a good lapper. He kept it wide that time by. What will he do here into turns 3? He won't have a choice. He'll have to take the high side with Lane getting underneath him. But that brings Roger Ray even closer. Monaco and Johnson, they are slipping back just a little bit as it's the 1440. 2 of the strongest cars in the field duking it out here for the race lead. Further on back, Duncan gets the wall that time by. Cloud has found the inside. He's underneath the 6 of Cordell Smith. Luke Rainey still trying to fight for his championship. And look at this, Adam Mitchell up here as well. The 62 car putting together a good run. Caution is out! We've had an incident. It's not the leaders, it's Mike Cook, I think. I think Mike Cook just spun on the front straightaway. Was there smoke? Yes, there was. So I think it was Cook who spun. Hagan's going to be restarting 5th in line as a lap car, and Roger Ray has the race lead over Colton Lane. So Ray must have taken it back because I think Lane was leading. So Roger will be leading here as we have hit the halfway point under caution. Mike Cook, he is fine from that spin. It looks like it, so we'll get a replay of that and then get you back to the second half of the Toyota Owners 200. Caution was out. This was racing back. Lane walks it up the track. Ray using the bottom side by side, but Roger gets the drive off. Lane got the wall, and Roger Ray took the lead to lead them back. Slow-mo grandstand camera here. Austin Murray up the track. He is coming down just a little bit as Downey is going to be pushing up, as well as Mike Cook. They run out of racetrack. Murray gets into the 89, and that's going to push the 89 around, clips the wall just a little bit, but gets shoved into it even more. Casey Mears is going to bump the 89 just a little bit to send him sideways, and enough smoke and a sideways car on the front straightaway has brought out the second caution of today's race from Iowa. But Cook will return to the racetrack as he got very minor damage.
Whippy, whippy, whippy!
What the? What are you doing? Whoa! Ow! Oh!
Don't buy wimpy trash bags. Save money with Hefty.
Ma, you can't keep doing this.
That's your ma?
Yeah, and she's right. Hefty is a better deal.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong with Arm & Hammer odor control.
Ma, he can see you.
Cost less than Glad where sold head-to-head.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Welcome back to coverage here at the Toyota Owners 200 from the Iowa Speedway. Roger Ray stole the lead racing back over Colton Lane. Eric Monaco is up to 3rd. And Austin Johnson is 4th. If you're just joining us, Larry Hagan looks like he'd be 5th, but no, he had some minor engine issues that the TSR crew quickly went to work and repaired. He is 3 laps down, so it is the 53, Max Anderson, who's 5th. These guys back here, they'll have to be wary of Hagan as he will be off the pace. Antoine Smith, Stephen Walsh Jr., Alex Peters, William Duncan, and Diego Yepes round out your top 10. Points leader Logan Cloud got into a little bit of contact with Duncan and Alex Peters, 2 consecutive laps. That's what's pushed him down to 12th. Further on the grid, Adam Mitchell, we were going to mention him. He is a notorious short track racer. He's had some good runs in the Dr. Pepper Dash series and the Molson Modified series this season. So, one-off start. He put the 62 for Cyclone in the show, looking to possibly get them a strong finish. Further on the field, you will see where you or your favorite driver are running if they're still in the race. Mike Cook is as well. Recapping the cars that got taken out in the big one, it's the 92, 48, 01, 35, and 83. Restart will be with 21 laps to go. Luke Rainey has the fastest lap, the only driver to set a sub-22 time. Eric Monaco was only 8 1/1000ths away from that. So we've seen Roger Ray and Colt Lane both walk it up the racetrack and lose the lead when they have taken it from one another. Will we see that again? What can Eric Monaco or Austin Johnson do? 2 drivers who are winless this season. Actually, in the whole top 10, only 2 drivers have won this season. That would be Colton Lane, who has 3, and William Duncan, who won at the Glen. Pontiac pace car took the hard left-hand turn down pit lane. We are getting set to go racing once again. The green flag is back out, and it was a big launch there from everybody but Roger Ray, it seems. What can Lane do? But he really parks the bus coming into the corner. Yeah, Lane was too cautious there in the turns 1 and 2. Here comes Austin Johnson to the inside. Johnson needs those points on his teammate, but he parks the bus into 3 and 4. These guys must have not been keeping their tires hot under the yellow. Hagan must be slipping back on the high side. Yeah, he's really falling back. He's falling like a cinder block in a 2-foot creek. That car is that slow with that engine damage. He's holding up Logan Cloud and Luke Rainey. That's not good for the points. Hagan trying to salvage as much as he can. But when you're 3 laps down, how much is there to salvage? Now he's stacking up the 44 in the 6. Looks like as Downey muscles his way underneath Brita McShane. I think everybody will be clear of Hagan soon. As for the lead, Roger Ray has it, but for how long? He completely blows turns 1 and 2. Johnson clears him before corner exit. Now it's Eric Monaco to the inside. Monaco, I can't say enough about Smart Motorsports. They've had such a late season surge. This is really going to help their team stock for next season. Because driving that car next season will be Alex Fletcher, who drove for TSR and is top 10 in the standings. Maybe Smart Motorsports can crack the top 10 of standings with Fletcher next season. Oh, Anderson, what was that? Does he have something wrong? He's got a tire down. That is absolute veteran save by Max Anderson to save that car as that tire is completely popped on him off the corner. Wheelman Max Anderson, that just shows you how strong of a driver he was. He tore through these fields constantly when he was in that 53, and he was up here once again, but not anymore. He has to go to pit road and service his car with a popped tire. Now it's Austin Johnson leading by about a second if he could get out of the wall coming through the tri-oval. I don't know why he was running up there. He's a little bit wide through 1 and 2. Roger Ray looking to get past Eric Monaco. Can't quite do it as the top 5 have really spread out. Battle for 5th rages on, though, between the 39 and the 87. As where is points leader Logan Cloud? He has slipped back on that high side as well, falling further and further through the order. Caution out on the racetrack. Something's happened. Casey Mears in the wall as well as Austin Murray. That shakes things up. Anderson will be back onto the track, I think a lap down. And now Austin Johnson's great big lead is going to vaporize as we'll be restarting with just about 10 laps to go. It'll be a shootout here at Iowa. My goodness, this is shades of New Hampshire in Season 4. Onjak slides up the hill into his satellite partner Casey Mears, and Mears slams the wall head on, taking Austin Murray with him. Very unfortunate because Mears has had some very strong runs at Iowa, but him and Murray are destroyed and out of competition. Mears definitely out of the race with that engine being junk. Out of the side of the hefty 44. Oh, hard hit for Mears, but he drove it back, so he is all right, well as Austin Murray. Austin Murray won the last short track out at South Boston. Won't do it today. A heavy hit. I'll be surprised if this 53 returns to the track because that was a nasty hit. That the toe just has to be knocked out of that car. He hit the wall a ton. We'll get back to you for the final laps with Toyota Owners 200. Lights are out on the pace car. We will be going green with 11 laps to go. It'll be a fast dash to the finish for Austin Johnson, who is still trying to keep his championship hopes alive over 3rd place Roger Ray, 4th place Lane, and Logan Cloud. But where is Cloud? He's 15th. Eric Monaco trying to get the first career win for Smart Motorsports. First win for Smart Motorsports as well if they pull it off today. This team proved very strong at Kansas last season, so they're just having an absolute late season surge, especially if they can run well at Kansas in 2 weeks' time. Roger Ray in 3rd, still trying to put together a good run today. Colton Lane hanging on to 4th, and Alex Peters is up to 5th. And there, news out of William Duncan's camp as he is going to be starting some lower series teams, Maverick Motorsports. So William Duncan, add him to the list of drivers getting involved into some team owning expertise. Season 3 champion Tim Foster has been quiet in this race. He's up to 10th. Pace car has peeled off. Austin Johnson leads them back down to green. 11 lap shootout. Who's going to take the trophy here at Iowa? Oh man, Austin Johnson driving it in very aggressively through 1 and 2. That's going to give him really nothing because he shot up the hill. Yeah, that really didn't help him at all. That's just even performance gain out of that 9 car. But now Eric Monaco under pressure from Roger Ray. The 40 definitely got stronger equipment here. But these two love to race each other. They're fighting neck and neck here for second. They can't race too hard though because Johnson might drive away once again. Side by side back into the corner. Antoine Smith really close to the back bumper of the 14 there. That could have been bad for Colton Lane. Now Smith underneath Lane down the tri-oval front straightaway. And it's still side by side for second. This is great for Austin Johnson. He is looking back in his mirror and he's got to be smiling. But he can't get too over anxious because we've seen the leader go wide multiple times today and lose the lead because of it. We remain fighting in the lower half of the top 5. Ray and Monaco still side by side for second. Not anymore. Monaco clips the wall there through the tri-oval, and now it's 3 wide for third with Antoine Smith really pressuring up the bottom. Lane's going to back out, and Antoine's had a great run through that corner. He's to the inside of second for Roger Ray. Slides up the hill. This is only helping Austin Johnson with these guys racing so hard. Ray's going to hit the wall. Gets into Smith. That was almost an accident. That could have been very bad. Ray riding the wall. That's going to hurt him, and that's going to put his championship in a lot of jeopardy, losing points to both the MSA boys, who are now 1-2. Johnson is absolutely gone. 1.5 second lead. Everybody sliding up now. Rainey and Smith get together. Monaco's around. A late race caution's going to come out. These guys, careful. Oh, Tim Foster's out because of it now. He clipped the 0-2. They're out. Rainey loses all the spots. That's his championship over, probably. Foster is done. More guys out. And it's lap 45 of 50. Do we have time for a 1-lap dash or not? Oh my, these short tracks are nothing but excitement. They were racing very hard. Monaco, his good streak is over. Foster is done. Rainey is down the order. Antoine Smith, he loses a ton of ground as well. We're going to get some replays, come right back to you and see if this race can get restarted or not. Racing aggressively. Luke's trying to get a championship. Monaco and Smith trying to get good days today. Rainey really drives it in, pushes up. I don't think Antoine comes down at all. No, because you see the crack in the line. He clips the 82, though, because Luke comes up and nowhere to go for Eric Monaco. All three of them slam the outside wall. Monaco's holding the brake. He's doing his job. Everybody doing their job, but these guys just whipping around, coming around hot. Logan Cloud was in jeopardy, but boy, Tim Foster just barely nicks him as Anjak scoots by there. Heartbreak for Eric Monaco, Luke Rainey, Antoine Smith, and Tim Foster, though, as they lose some good runs. We've seen some championship hopes ended today already. Luke Rainey's may have just been taken out now. Drives it in too aggressively, and car on your outside can't slide up that much. Doesn't get a lot of damage. He'll continue, but so far down the order, he's going to lose a lot. Back live. Let's see if they can clean up the oil Tim Foster laid down and all the debris up in turn 4 in time to get this race going. 5 to go currently. We might get a 2 or 1 lap dash here. Will it be a green, white checkered, a white checkered, or just a caution checkered? Have to see. It's currently a Mid-South Automotive 1-2 in their final season. Austin Johnson, Colton Lane. This is going to benefit them a lot in the championship. Logan Cloud's up to 10th, though, with that accident. Alex Peters, he was 64 back. I honestly don't think he was mathematically eligible, but I'm not sure. It's going to help him a lot, but if he's not eligible, then he won't matter at Kansas. Roger Ray there, excuse me, in third. He was 34 back coming in today. He's going to lose a lot to Austin Johnson and Colton Lane. Not a lot, but enough to where he'll be in a lot of jeopardy coming into Kansas for the final race of the season. Lights still on, obviously. Stephen Wallace Jr., good run for him in 5th. Duncan in 6th. Yepes, Season 1 winner here in 7th, doing very well. Spurley Tube in 8th, and Adam Mitchell up in 9th. Big runs for the underdog teams as they have survived the attrition so far. And Cloud in 10th. He's going to lose to Lane, going to lose to basically everybody else still in this championship fight. But with 10 over Lane, he's still got an ace up his sleeve. He's still got a shot at Kansas. Bria, Peter, Gatlin, John, Antoine, Austin, Mike, Max, Bobo, Cordell, Preston, Jacob, Jesse, Matt, Luke, Hagen, and Austin Murray. They are all still in this one. Hagen, yeah, these guys back here, they have no shot, especially with such little left in the race. Hagen and Rainey, their championships are likely done. The lights are out! The lights are out! We're getting a green-white checkered. We're getting a natural green-white checkered here at the Iowa Speedway. So we're going to have 2 laps of green flag action. That is going to be enough time for Colton Lane, Alex Peters, maybe even Roger Ray to contend for this race lead. Wallace Jr. on back. They're going to probably have to settle for scraps because unless like the top 4 all run wide through 1 and 2, they're really not going to have a shot. But I would not be surprised if we don't make it to the white flag. Ajek's got an issue. He's got engine damage as well. Minor, like Larry Hagen, that's going to take him out of the 12th spot, put him down pit road. He probably won't even make it to the track before this race is over. Alright, but we're going to see door-to-door racing. Rubbing is going to be racing here. Boys, have at it. Pace car is down. 2 laps of action here at Iowa. A lot of action, a lot of contact so far. We're going to see more of that. Ray gets a good restart. He goes to the high side. Johnson, Lane, Peters, the top 3 are even. And Ray, why did you go to the high side? That's going to probably put him out of the championship with Stephen Wallace Jr. running him up high. Lane all over the back bumper of his teammate. What goes on? Down into 3 and 4. Johnson keeping it wide. Lane's going to shove his nose underneath him. Maybe a little bit of contact. Alex Peters trying to capitalize. White flag is out. Lane leads. Can Alex Peters make a look into 1? He's not there yet. Ray's found the bottom at least in 5th. Alex Peters all over Lane. He's to the inside off the corner. It was the 53 winning at Talladega. Can the 87 win it? Caution's out. We'll just have to look at that later. Side by side. Peters has a terrible 3 and 4. And powering off the corner, Colt Lane, 4th win of the season at the Iowa Speedway. Roger Ray comes home 5th. Austin Johnson 2nd. Their championships are going to be all right. Logan Cloud not in the top 10, though. Looks like John Dill. Oh, my goodness. Did Cloud and Dilks get together once again? Luke Rainey was on pit road. He didn't have a mech fail. Luke Rainey just was on pit road. I don't know if he hit or what, but Colton Lane, he's won here at Iowa. It looks like he's doing a little bit of a victory lap. I don't know why these guys aren't coming down, but Colt Lane, he's gotten his 4th win of the season. He will take the points lead back. Austin Johnson, Roger Ray, I don't know if they have lost too much by finishing 2nd and 4th here today. William Duncan, great run for him. Top 5 as well. Oh, watch it, watch it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Tempers flaring. Priya McShane dumping Adam Mitchell. All right, and now Priya does not throw it into the pit wall. That was close there, but yeah. What happened to Logan Cloud on the final lap of the race? Well, we saw the big one earlier. This is the long one. Turn 3, coming to the white flag. Antoine Smith getting underneath Gatlin Downey here. Logan Cloud there as well. Antoine's going to push it hard into the corner, slides up into the 26, and Cloud's going to catch just the back bumper of Downey. Doesn't hook him. They carry each other up into the outside wall. Gaggle of cars behind them. That includes John Dilks. Austin Delgado has a big save there, but Dilks has to slow up for Cloud. Bobo Jones racing up here as well as Dilks moves down to get off the outside wall. He makes contact with the 77 and the 79. That upsets Cloud a little bit, but those two are going to carry each other down the track and they're out of control. Bobo Jones trying to lift off. He's into the side of the 68. Dilks losing control, slides up the hill right into the 79, and it's these two getting together once again. They both back it into the outside wall. Cloudwell's going to lose a lot to Colton Lane, but he's going to lose even more because of that. And as they try to get themselves right around, John Dilks doesn't know what happened. He's frustrated with Cloud being so slow on the outside. He slams the back of the 79 in frustration. The caution is out, but racing around to take the checkered flag. You saw Luke Rainey there on pit road. It was Colton Lane benefiting from Alex Peters losing grip, having to lift on the bottom line. Lane powered around on the high side, and it's a Mid-South Automotive 1-2 with Lane beating out Austin Johnson. Logan Cloud's view of things here on the final laps. Oh man, Dilks just came out of nowhere there. Man, trying to get it going, Dilks just runs into him again, so... Old rivals fighting once more. Have to get some security down in the pit lane, probably. Well, the other side, John Dilks, his view of things. He got off the gas, and then Bobo Jones just pushed him in the Cloud, and Dilks is squeezing Bobo down the track. They get together, and then slides right up into the 79. And a heavy hit. Dilks as well, he gets it going. He was just mad there. He hits the 79. That's just frustration, but yeah, like I said, we'll probably need some security down in the pits. Watching here on the restart, we saw Pretty McShane get into Adam Mitchell post-race. This is really like the only time they were by one another because Mitchell was just really slow there. That really parked the bus in front of McShane there as Cloud and Downey hit the wall, but Mitchell's going to get by Diego Yepes here, so I don't know if Priya was just frustrated about getting held up there or what, but she got into the 62 post-race, obviously unhappy, but it's short tracks, and tempers are going to flare here. So with everything said and done, Colton Lane took home the checkered flag for the 4th time this season. Austin Johnson, his teammate, in 2nd. Alex Peters 3rd. Stephen Wallace Jr. 4th. And Roger Ray 5th. Duncan, Spurley-Tube, Mitchell, Yepes, and McShane round out your top 10. Antoine Smith, Austin Delgado, Mike Cook, the 6th car of Cordell Smith, and Gatlin Downey in the 26th would round out your top 15. That's going to do it for myself here at Iowa. One more race remains in the Midwest as well, the Kansas Speedway. We will see you then for the Champions 200.